I worked for Mrs. What was her name there? Her husband was, huh?
Simon?
Simon, right.
In Rome, right?
Yeah.
How old were you then?
I don't know.
Was that your first job?
Yep. No, I did a little housework for some woman in Oneida there. She was Jewish, and holy jeez, you had to take that duster and you had to dust the goddamn shades there on both sides, and you had to shake the thing out. Well, I was going through one and I wasn't shaking them out. There was no dust there because I did them. And that son of a gun, she was down there listening. She come up and she told me about it too. Honest, there was nothing to do, you know. How the hell are you going to dust them on both sides every day? And so I just went from one to, well, I mean, I dusted them, but not, I didn't shake the rag out. She gave me help. I didn't like it over there anyway. She was strict. She was Jewish and she was strict.
How long were you there?
I don't know, probably, I don't know, I really don't remember, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 4 weeks, I don't know.
Oh.
Then I came back home. And then,
Did you live there?
yeah, I stayed there. Well, I couldn't go back and forth. How was I going to get there? In fact, Fred Ronaldo took me down there.
Who's that?
He was the one that took care of the water system there, Glenmore Reservoir. And I think he was from Oneida, and he was the one that took me down there to that house.
In a car?
Yeah. Not horse and buggy, no.
I don't know.
I remember speaking about him, there was Sally and Fran and Clara and I. That's all. It was Halloween night. I'll never forget that as long as I live. We was out there farting around. They had cut the brush next to the, you know, where they had this fence and where all these pine trees were inside that belonged to the dam, around the dam there. There was these big boulders, and how the heck we ever got them out, I don't know. But they had them in some hole, and we got those goddamn things out, and we put them in the road. Can you imagine? But then there wasn't that many cars then. It was mostly horses, you know. And that son of a gun was in there, and he was watching it. And all of a sudden, well, there was a little bonfire going. And so we said, well, let's put a little more chips on, or wood on it, and let it burn. And all of a sudden, he comes out from somewhere, and he says, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And he says, you know, you can catch everything here on fire. Holy jeez, we didn't know what to do. We just Jim and we were gone home. He caught us that time. No, those big stoves, we put them in the middle of the road. I know there was a big one like this. We put it, how the hell we got it there, I don't know. And Dad says, can you believe that? Oh, he's talking in Polish. How in the heck? He said, oh, he didn't say heck. They could get that big stone and put it in the middle of the road. He says, I don't think a horse could even move it. And he was going on, and I was standing in the back. I heard it, and I ran away.
Did he know you did it?
No, I don't think we never told. So I don't think he...
How old were you about?
Probably, I don't know, maybe 8 years old. I don't know, somewhere. We were young.
Oh.
It was Squire, Fred, Sally, and I. Oh, geez.
What about the time you drove the wagon down and lost control of it?
Oh, geez, that's another thing. Yeah, it was one of these buggies. It had these great big cans. They used to have milk in, you know. And Eddie used to go get that water. It was like for washing dishes, I guess, and because we had pumping the woodshed there, and that was for drinking. And he went and got that water. Well, that goddamn wagon was standing there, and that barrel was empty. That thing was empty. And I said, I'm going to take that down that little hill, and I'm going to turn it quick like this. Well, that thing was heavier than I was, and by Jesus, I went ass over tea I'll tell you, and I hit that door, I hit that damn tree. I think it knocked me out for a minute, but as it happened, that wagon, the wagon wheel hit the tree, you know, and stopped right there. Honest. Quit mucking around.
Hello.
You'll get your turn. You just go away.
I'm not going to get no
yes,
turn.
you are. Yes.
And I don't know.
I'm not going to get no
That was
turn.
good old times, Mary. We had a lot of good
So
times.
what happened when they found the wagon? Did somebody come down and find you, or did you come back up to the
I
house?
came too. Well, it was right by the house. All you had to do was go up that hill. You know that little hill we had up on the farm?
Yeah.
Okay, so all you had, but I think it knocked me out when I hit my head on that tree. And I got up. I couldn't move. I tried to move the damn thing, and I couldn't. And then I think Eddie came around, and then Dad and Ma, I guess they gave me help. I don't know whether they gave me a licking or not. I don't remember that, but I got help for that. So one day I wasn't killed. She said, you could have been killed, you know. Well, I was just a kid. I wasn't thinking of that, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was the truth.
Now, how about the time they heard you swearing?
Why?
You said you were swearing at the table? You were arguing with your sisters and you swore? And your grandpa came out and said, who said that? And you dove under the table?
I don't remember that.
Yes.
I don't think I swore. I probably said S-H-I-T.
Well, that's funny.
And he said, who said that? And I snuck under the table. You better stop him. You go get them, he says. I hid under the table.
Now, Grandma spoke no English, right? She only spoke
Well,
Polish.
she spoke Polish, but she did a little English. She understood it.
Did she?
No.
But she only spoke Polish to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyway,
To each other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Grandpa, same thing. At home he spoke Polish, but he knew when
Yeah,
he
he
could go
could
to town
speak
and
English a little bit. Because when Anna Mitchell was, she was 18 years old. She graduated from what they call them schools, normal school. And Dad was the trustee. And she came over, and her and her mother came over and asked Dad if she could have the job. So Dad said yes. And in the meantime, they had some kind of a trouble there before in the school about the teachers, and they didn't work their time off, or they didn't do it right or something. I don't know what it was. But anyway, after they signed the papers, she says to Dad, well, she says, I hope you don't decide that I didn't know how to do it, or whatever happened before there. I can't remember now what that incident was. And Dad said, no, your job, your job. And she was our teacher, Anna Mitchell. She was our teacher for, I think, 2 years. She had all from 1st to 8th grade. Had everything, English and geography and history, writing and arithmetic, had all that in school then.
And you were all in one room.
Yep.
And she just did like certain age groups at a certain time, and then.
Yeah, like say 1st grade and 2nd grade, you know, they had grades, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. I don't right up to the 8th. She had like from the 1st to the 8th grade, the whole thing. And there was Clara and Addie and Fran and myself. And Sally was there for a while, till she graduated or whatever. I remember her being there. We used to jump rope in the school, see who could jump the longest without skipping it or hitting it. And Sally went over 100 and something one time. She was going on like you wouldn't believe. I could see her yet. And everybody was looking. And she went, I said, well, guys, she's going to probably get a heart attack. But she didn't. Finally, she tripped over, then tripped, but I guess the rope hit her leg or something, so then she quit. And we gave her, I remember, I think the teacher said, give her applause, so I guess we all had a clap for her, because she did it so long.
Ej góry, moje góry, ej lasy, moje lasy, ej gdzie się podziały te stare, dawne czasy. Ej góro, liasze góro, ej łotrza muszki ktater, ej wykąpał mnie deszczyk i wykołysza wiater. Zosia izbę zamiatała i Macieja zawołała. Zosia izbę zamiatała i Macieja zawołała. Zosia izbę zamiatała i Macieja zawołała. jedzie pod, jedzie, 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 jedzie pod, jedzie pod, jedzie, 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 jedzie pod, jedzie, jedzie, jedzie pod, koła się ruszają, tylko gwiazdy świecą i chłopcy śpiewają, tylko gwiazdy świecą, a chłopcy śpiewają.